You should be able to hear me now. Did that work? Actually, I've set that to default. That'll be awful quality. Stand by, I'll fix that. All right, that should be better. That should be a fair bit better. And if it's not, we're in problem town. Let's get rid of my face issues. It'd be great if we just got rid of my face full stop, wouldn't it? Some exposure. There we go. Let's just grab. This all normally goes on behind the scenes, right? So you'll just have to be patient. Transform, copy transform, top down. Transform, paste transform. No. Okay. All I'm trying to do here is make that the same size as the others. And I'm failing. I'm failing abysmally. Wildly, everything has flipped back to front too. This is just good stuff. Can we turn the mirror off? Is that going to work? Okay, that has worked. Well done, team. We're back. We're cooking. No, we want... What have I done? I've turned this off and everything's gone to absolute pieces. All right, let's just... That needs to be flipped as well. All right, that is actually where it should be. So that's good. This one. If I want to zoom in on that one. Why on earth are you there? This is some crazy stuff, man. What am I zooming in on this one? What I'd like to have is all of the various areas that we're going to be looking at in close detail, such as the hit location deck, am I going to put these fucking things too? Maybe those can go down here. Yeah, that'll be all right. Okay. I'm just going to bring us back to... It's like all of my cameras have suddenly flipped. And it's very annoying. Okay, so we just want to slide that up a little bit. I cooked it. I don't know how I even did it, but I did. In this, I have all of my stuff, including our starting gear. This is a great way of organising your gear cards. If you don't do this, you should. It makes your life immeasurably easier. Immeasurably. I recommend it. Okay, gear cards organised. I can do those at a later stage. Okay, so when I press this button, I want it to zoom in on the survivor's gear grids. So that looks pretty good. And we're going to turn my face off. No, let's put my face back over this side. Hello. And then that, we'll make that a bit bigger. Can you see that enough? Can you read the stuff on the app enough? Okay. Cloth, 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 founding stone, founding stone, founding stone. I like to use these little coloured things to tell me who is who. So red is Lucy, green is Alla, the other guy, white is Zachary, and that is Alistair, Urza, Zachary, Lucy. So I need to choose my dice. We'll keep this over here. Okay, so that camera is working now, just barely. Good. Okay, so now when I click this one, it should zoom in on the hit location and AI. That looks good. When I zoom in down here, this is where we're going to have all of our hit, our cards and stuff that we're going to look at. So I want to make that bigger. Alright, so when we deal ourselves a fighting art such as this one, we've just picked up Free Climber. That's a new one. There you go, little cheeky new one for you all to read. Although I think that one might have been spoiled in the thing. Updates. Okay, so that's fine. And then this one should... Yeah. So this one should be the monsters cards. Cool. Now my face is hiding the dice tray. In a dice rolling game, that's not a great thing really, is it? So I think I'm going to set up another camera for the dice tray. We'll just have to make do with this one tonight. Me white dice, me cream dice. Let's get one of these, let's get one of these and one of these. Nice. All right, dice underway. Yeah, good, I'm glad. So yes, maybe it's tricky. All right, here's our wide shot, so that's good. I don't need anything in this, so this can go back over there. And I also don't need anything in this, so this can go back over there. We're getting close. That's me tracking things, so I'll put that up there. And these are my card. I bought some of these from Officeworks, and I have literally used them in just about every single game that I've played since I bought them. I got 2 of them. They are so incredibly useful that it's hard to describe. Okay, so we'll go over to the books page. So this is wrong. So that should be at the bottom. Do we? All right, so what about if we do a vertical and horizontal flip? That's correct. Well done. You're amazing, Demo. All right, we got Aeneas and we got that. But we shall grab ourselves a Frog Dog Prologue, which we'll find in here. Frog Dog! Devour the White Lion. Don't need a Metamorphosis Festival. Lingering Cough. When we do the prologue, we do have to give ourselves outstarting knowledges too, because this one tells us to do so. Alright. So let's deal ourselves out starting knowledges. Which is over here. Despair, darkness, despair, fear, hunger. I'll put my face on this one on the top right until I figure out the right way to have this camera set up. All these things, because there's so many things you want to show off in this game, and so many things you need to show off. Let's grab out the Frog Dog cards, and then I do have to do something else. It's never ending. All right. We don't need the King's card. We got the Witch's collective cognition is at 19. The Survivors of Death, the first one came in at the level 2 node, so they're not the same, I don't think. All right, Indom resources. The witches come in at 9. Farts. So I might be wrong. I'll grab them out and we'll have a look. AI, hit locations. Okay, so we don't need a bullfrog dog. Let's just see. Don't need a Gula sack. We don't need bullish charge. Okay, so they're all there. That is a good question. That is a good question. Screaming Antelope one is not my favourite, if I recall correctly, so... Gnashing and barking. wet slap, twitching kick, soaring, no soaring smash, soaring bony punch, phantasmagoria, abrasive lick. I do, yes, I have them coming in the mail right now, actually. We do not need that. Twitching kick I've already got. Just a taste. And I think I need snatch and squash. There. So let's just count that up. So it should be 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, so that's our deck. So we'll move that up here for the moment. Hit locations. What do we need to put on top? Twitching digit flexors. So that'll go on top when we shuffle that. That's our basic action. The rest of these we don't need. And for farts, we just do the bees. Yeah, I can't wait for the bee. The bee's going to be awesome. Anything's awesome when it's new, right? But yeah, the bee looks really fun. Don't need those just yet, but we will soon. Excellent. All right, Froggo set up, and we're in good shape. So yes, I remembered one thing that we do have to do, which we have not yet done for this campaign. So books section. Let's go and have a look at this fun thing. This page is called Game Over, Man. Game over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So if you've completed campaigns and you do a game over, you actually get cool stuff. So depending on your perspective of cool stuff, of course. Let's go to the timeline. So we have an acid storm on year 3, on year 7. Man, that's going to be a rough year. No, not story event, settlement event. Acid storm. 13 and 19. If I was to pick one right now that I think is my favourite, I think it would be the frog. And that is because jumping off of leaves and punching a guy in the butt is exceptional. It is my favourite thing. All new survivors gain +1 accuracy. And our one-time bonus is to gain 1 accuracy to all of our survivors. Very good. No, Phoenix Feather does need to be removed as well. Very good. Ocular Parasites. Okay, so we need a +1 damage token. Blech. Okay, so +1 permanent accuracy, 1 damage, -1 movement. Well, that doesn't really help us with the frog because he just jumps around anyway. What an idiot. Yeah, it is. It very much is. What did I play in my last one? Was it I think it was a frog dog. A skull basic resource. So we'll put that in our thing now. 1 skull. And an increase to our survival limit. Which goes up to that. And we also set up a Survivor Corpse terrain card in this showdown also. Okay, so where's my terrain stuff? Here. Yes, excellent. So we need a mammoth leaf. We don't need a copperfish den. Obsidian tower, lava pool, a lonely tree. Oh, what are these? These are new ones from Gatherism. So we don't want to include those. We have a copperfish den in the first one. Piton, I don't think we need to include those. Hidden face does need to get included. We will need that. Fallen lantern. So some people may find this stuff tedious, right? I actually love this setup thing. Like, just the process of going through the I don't know, the organisation and everything. Like, I really dig that. I dig that. Yeah, I find sleeping cards very relaxing also. Okay, have I forgotten anything? If we have, we'll be able to correct it. I don't think we have. Collective cognition. Let's have a look at that collective cognition cards, hey? Just to be safe. Go down here. So, yes, Red Witch's Cuisine comes in at 19. And Pariah comes in at 9. Ecstatic Dance is a 16. So Black Knight Cuisine, we don't have Phoenix, we need that. We don't have Croc, we need that. We do have Frog Dog, that's normal, that's normal, that's normal. Screaming Antelope, King, that's normal. No Smoggos. Tier 2 is normal. Culinary, no White Lion. Cool. Join array does look cool. So we have to choose between Ecstatic Dance and the Screaming Antelope. So we have to choose between Herb Grinder and this. I don't really remember Herb Grinder. Isn't that the one that lets you recover hit locations? I think we'll go with this one. I think that one seems more fun. So, all right. So I do need to just do another camera adjustment, so apologies for this. That's from Survivors of Death. The recent Survivors of Death, the first one. Card display. Properties. Yeah, because they got archery and stuff, haven't they? Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, so we can turn that off. They can go there. All right, let's get our mammoth leaves out and let's get this party started. Get this party started on Saturday night. Except it's a Thursday night. Let's go over to this shot. And let's look up the Prologue Frog Dog again. Copperfish Den. I'll show you another thing that I do that I really like. It's I colour in the edges of the cardboard in black with a black pen. It's very aesthetically pleasing. I recommend it tremendously. I don't need that thing, so I might put that aside. Don't need those. Survivor corpse set up normally. And a copperfish den set up normally. That's a preserved tadpole deno. There he is. All right. Go through those and set those up. You can make notes in characters. I know that for an absolute concrete fact. So under survivors, I can go into Alistair and I can make notes down the bottom here. So I'll be able to type those in. I don't think it's worth us doing that. And I'm just going to manually shuffle the decks. So that'll be fun. And yes, okay, so Survivor Corpse is set up at least 6 spaces from all other terrain, as is the Copperfish Den. And we set up on those blue spaces. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, Copperfish Den, and can I just, yeah, again, this is all figured. This is all still getting figured out, so I'll have that camera at a better angle so we can catch slightly more of the screen. If I was to turn scribe off now, we would see you can see most of the thing, but yeah. Oh, it's so hard to get it all right. Good. Good. And lighting too. Lighting's a friggin' nightmare, man. Trying to get lighting right. Apparently you're supposed to include 2 transcended masochists, according to the book, if you play with the Manhunter. I read today. And a little wet slap right on top. I think we're ready to go. Isn't that exciting? All right, let's give Alistair his knowledge. Darkness 1. Let's give Urza her knowledge, which is hunger. Let's give Lucy her knowledge. Lucy's fear. And finally, Zachary. Knowledge. Oh, otherworldly luck is just so busted. Despair. If I ever drew otherworldly luck, it was just an immediate sculpture. And just like, let's have everyone have otherworldly luck so I get +4 to all my rolls. And now you can do it with a scout So you get +5 to all your rolls. It just trivialises the hunt. Absolutely trivialises. Okay, everything's shuffled. Everything's on scribe. And I think we're good to go. Nope, I need to get the traits. Okay. It's just +1. Double sphincter, leap, gaseous bloat, foul stench. Do we have foul stench? We do have foul stench. And that's it. All right. Thank you, mate. You're a superstar. Okay, the fart deck. We'll put that here because that's the most important one. Gaseous bloat, leap, double sphincter, and foul stench. Oh, we're ready to go. It's Kingdom Death time. Okay. What are we looking to achieve? What are we looking to achieve? This guy has +1 damage. It's real bad. Let's depart. It's real bad. So normally I'm all about that fist and tooth life in a prologue, but in this instance I think it will just be let's get out of it while we can. This is annoying me. Wet slap is on top, and then twisting digit flexors is on top. So let's put Zachary into the meat grinder. And let's put this one down here and this one down here and this guy here. Because we want to get all of those goodies. We want to get all those resources. All right. Dano, your face is not an attractive face, buddy. Sorry to say, we don't need you. Okay, that's just... It's irritating me so much that the camera, when I switch from camera to camera, the size of scribe is different. That's different. So I've got to try and fix that now. He's done it. All right. Great, let's go. So I'm still trying to figure out all my buttons. So this may take a little bit of time to get all the buttons right. Let's give it a crack. Okay, so if we go this button here, we can flip the AI card, but if we go this button, we can flip it up here. Let's do that. A wet slap. The closest stinky threat. Is that clear enough? Could I make that clearer? That's probably about as clear as it gets from that. The camera has to be a certain height to capture all the table. It's very hard to get the text right. So the other option I've got is I set this up so we can do this if we want. Wet slap. Closest stinky threat in range. Closest survivor in range. There's no stinky threats, so we're just going to go for the closest survivor. And that is our good friend Zachary, who we put in front, ready to take the brunt with his despair. Hopefully he can get a brain trauma. So there's no dice on that screen, so we're going to need to fix that. Let's go back to this one. Okay, so it's 3 speed, 5+, and damage 2, thanks to our wonderful other thing. All right, we got to dodge. Let's see where we roll. Maybe we'll roll the waste, and then we don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry about dodging. Wouldn't that be a nice start? Just realised I need a hit location dice as well. Where's me? Yeah, that'll do. Alright, so one hit and it is on the body. So that will knock him down if we accept this hit. What's his thing is darkness. I think we'd probably prefer to get everyone attacking. So we will use his dodge survival action for this turn. And that is the Frog Dog's first turn over. And so we will add a fart to the Gaseous Bloat fart deck, because that happens at the end of that perform Gaseous Bloat. Okay. So we'll start our turn with Alistair. He could be about to get his arm chopped off here as he goes and pokes in a copperfish den. So I'm just going to move it here so you can see it. He's just going to walk over to the copperfish den. 1, 2, 3, 4, to there. It's actually one space over, but great. And I will roll on the copperfish den, and we'll bring that over here because I can do that. And that should have a card display option as well. It does. Of course, we need to have that the same as the others. Deno. Transform. Copy, transform. Literally, I made a last minute decision this afternoon to do this, so I would have set this all up normally. Great. Okay, so we're going for a burnished encephalomata. Once again, we'll go back to this screen because we don't have dice on that one. You can't see it. So we need a 4+. If we roll a 1 to 3, we suffer a random severe arm injury. That's a 3. Random severe arm injury. Good start, team. Where's me other box? Here. Could be triggering our death principle early. That could be good. Okay, so I printed out these sheets, which are very useful. It's the bold and insight tables, it's the severe injury charts, and it's the thingy, hunt events. Exceptionally useful to not have to go through the book. All right, leg. A severe arm injury. We'll just bring it down here and have a nice close look at the arm injury. Yes, if we manage to roll a 1 or 2, we die. Dismembered arm would be suboptimal, but any of them would be bad, really. So it's a 7, a broken arm. Alistair, no, you've suffered a broken arm. You can still throw a founding stone though, son, and that's all that matters. All right, no copperfish den. Do we archive that or do we keep that on? We do not archive it. No, we do. Good. That would have been dumb. All right, so that one's done. We'll go over to the Survivor Corpse, which is not as bad, and turn that card thing off. So yes, we're going down to here to the Survivor Corpse. That one, it's just a 3 to 5. A 3+ is what we want for that. So that's a 1. Gain 1 insanity. Archive this terrain. Promising start. Good work, Urza. No free resource there. Is that archive as well? Yep. Boo. Yeah, broken arm is absolutely devastating for an early character, but when you have a bed, it's like whatever. Okay, so the only person who's going to actually swing this turn is Loose, straight into the butt, and she will swing with their founding stone. Yeah, Scribe Guy's got to do some fixing on this. It's been a little bit skewy since the last update. So yeah, founding stone, we'll zoom in on this because that should work. Great. So she's red. Founding stone, 2 on a 7 in the blind spot goes down to a 6. That's a 2 on a 5. He'll just punch where he is in the front. Our friend Zachary. Oh, I've got +1 accuracy. That's a hitting on a 5. Come on. Twisting digit flexors. If we wound, if the attacker is not in the monster's blind spot, we are in the blind spot, and we roll 5. What toughness is this guy? Is he 6? I always forget the basic guy. Is he 6, the prologue one? No, we did it right. It was a good plan. Hitting on a 6 goes to a 5 because of our accuracy. Devour the white line. Toughness 7. And we rolled a 5, +1 from the founding stone is a 6, so we failed a wound. Okay. So we just ignore that reaction. And yeah, now we'll do Zachary. So Zachary is in the front. He's going to hit on an 8. Good work, Zachary. And we're going to flip a twitching leg extensors. We're not in the blind spot. So that is going to be a leap and then a grab. This guy's getting absolutely hammered. But he could critical with the thing, and he indeed does critical. Welcome to my life. He gains a +1 accuracy token. Go, Zachary. Zachary. And we're going to random frog dog resource. And then he's going to move on to the mammoth leaf. So that's good. Oily sphincter. So yes, he'll then move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto this mammoth leaf and out of the front arc. Our first wound. That goes there, but we have a fart to contend with, which isn't great. So let's do that. The fart is a blooming emission. So she is going to take 1 damage to the body, and she's going to gain a stink token. And when she suffers damage, she gains an observation. And she suffers the flea brain trauma, which once again we have on this wonderful printed out sheet, which makes everyone's life much easier. Flea, you're knocked down and suffer knockback towards the closest board edge. 1d5 insanity. She gains 2 insanity. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's there. Fart done. And now we'll do his next AI card. And it is Phantasmagoria. Into the discard pile. Farthest threat in field of view. So it's going to be one of those other two, which will be, they're probably equal distance apart. So it'll be our choice. And Urza picked up an insanity, so we'll use her. So he's going to turn to move. He's only movement 5 because he's got his -1 movement token. Bring that back open. And he has to go 5 spaces away. Turn to face them. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll go like that. Actually, we're better off keeping him in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go straight ahead, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's way better, isn't it? Because he can still leap and he can move in. Yes, we'll do that. And she suffers monster level brain damage, which is just 1, and she is knocked down. She's knocked down. That's his turn over. Our turn. So let's do Brave Zachary. Old mate's got a friggin' broken arm. What am I doing with him? Let's do him first. That didn't have a gaseous bloat thing, did it? No. All right, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point, we might as well fist and tooth, because wounding on 8s. 8s. So it's basically 9s versus 7s. Yeah, we'll go fist and tooth for him. So he hasn't got the accuracy buff either, I guess. So he's 7s to hit. That's a 3 and an 8. An 8 is a hit. So we shall flip the Festering Spindly Toe. And we're critting on 9s with his broken arm. That is a 6, which is a fail to wound, so we do not trigger the wound reaction. There's no fart to worry about. Zachary, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to roll with the Stabby Founding Stone to try and increase his probability of hitting. He's hitting on 6s. He rolls 1 hit, and we've found the Festering Shoulder. Cool, so that one's not a concern. It says the monster sings its woe in sour gravelly notes. Adjacent insane survivors, we have no one insane, so we will just roll. We're looking to crit again on a 10, but our strength is +3, so 4, so we're looking for a 3 to wound. We roll a 2, very good, no wound. Promising start, promising start. So, did Urza have hunger? Is during the aftermath, and she's got when you suffer a brain trauma. Yeah, you got to go crits for resources, mate. That's what this one's all about. Okay, let's see what our next card is. It is Soaring Bony Punch. The farthest stinky survivor. We only have one stinky survivor, and that is Lucy. So she is the farthest. Perform leap, and then grab. So leap, oh man, it would be good if we had the busted knuckle, but we don't. Let's go over here. So this will be 1 to 5, and this will be 6 to 10. So it's going to be down here. Stays the same facing. She goes in front. She suffers 1 damage from the grab, and that goes to her hands. Come on, loose. And so that's monster level damage. That's not getting the damage buff, so that's good. Then we're going to attack the target. Okay, good. So this is 3 damage each. I'm glad she hasn't used any of her survival. No evasion. Lantern 10, 7. Let's see where they go. Not Lucy! Not Lucy! Body, hands, body. That's going to do 3 damage a swing, so with 3 severe injury rolls. Survival, probably worth using because she's likely to die, so let's dodge one of them, which can be the body. And we'll do a hand severe injury roll and a body severe injury roll. So the hand is a 6, and a 6 on the hand is Contracture. -1 permanent accuracy. And she's already knocked down, so she's not knocked down again, which means that she will stand up at the end of this action. And then the body, if she survives the body roll, it's a Lantern 10, she's knocked down. Cool. Still alive, still in the fight. Yes, we get that from the leap, and we also get that from the attack just then. So she's got that. Great. I hate these starting knowledges. I hate them so much. That didn't have a fart, so no fart added to that. Okay, standing up and standing up. So he's going to go to the rear, she's going to attack, she's going to attack, he's going to throw a stone. Cool. Yeah, the dash is okay. So we'll throw his stone and do an immediate critical, and we get critical wound. The monster is knocked down. Very welcome. Thank you. And then he'll move onto the leaf. So he's good to go. Yes, thank you. Body. There we go. Good. Okay, so we've got a knockdown Froggo. It's time to pile on Fist and Tooth or Founding Stones. Fist and Tooth you use to get criticals and resources, but at this point with the damage that he's dealing, we probably just want to get it over and done with. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the blind spot. Hitting twice, 3+. What do we want to do? Fist and Tooth, critting on 9s, wounding on 7s. Founding Stones, hitting on 3s, wounding on 6s. 50-50 versus, yeah, I think we'll go Fist and Tooth. When you're knocked down, we'll go Fist and Tooth. So hitting on 3s, that's 2 hits. We flip Festering Sinuses and that. So we're winning on 7s. He doesn't have a broken arm, does he? No. Zachary, 9s to crit and 7s to wound. So first one, no wound and no crit. I should have looked at those. Oh, any survivors are insane. And this one, we'll use the green dice. So that's a fail as well. And it didn't matter my choice there, both of those failed. So that's good. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's hitting on 3s. That's 1 hit. We flip that. So Fist and Tooth, sorry, I didn't specify, but that is a 6, which is a fail to wound. So that one's annoying. And then Lucy in the front, she'll roll to hit on a 3. She rolls 1 hit, and she's found the death blow, which she can't even crit. What a pest. But she does roll a wound. Good on you, Luce. And she'll then move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's okay, that's all correct, because she was knocked down at the start of the monster's turn. No farts. So we will flip the next AI card, and we get a mood. At the end of the monster's turn, target a random survivor, perform leaf, target suffers grab. That doesn't include a basic action, so we'll just do that straight away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the guy with the broken arm. Eat him! Eat him! 1 to 5, 6 to 10. So he's going to jump to right where he is. Boom. He's knocked down in front of him. He suffers 1 damage to a random hit location. That's to the hands. He's knocked down. Yep. All good in the hood. So once again, we're going to discard that when we do a critical. Our best play with her is to fling a stone. These two can move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and he's knocked down, so that's fine. He's already flung his stone. If we fling the stone, we clear that. So it's probably the best option to fling a stone. This damage is really, it changes up how you feel about the prologue. Normally it's just like punch on. Pew, 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 pew. But yeah, having the +1 damage token really changes the vibe of this prologue. So I'll fling a stone. The monster gains another -1 movement token, and we will gain a random frog dog resource. I do like to keep a couple of stones. I was watching one of my other campaigns to try and remember how the frog dog works today. I went for level 3 Smog Singers in Lantern Year 4 in a People of the Sun campaign. That is absolutely outrageous. That's discarded. Did I move that one over? Did I do that one already? I think we've only done 3 wounds, so we've flung 2 stones. No, I don't think I did. So that's the wound as well. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Punching in the blind spot. Oh, look, I think we just go with Fist and Tooth is hitting on 6s. It's literally very similar maths, but you get the you think, yeah, so we'll go Fist and Tooth. Wouldn't have mattered. Very good. So this guy's going to use his dagger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll actually move her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's here. He's moved into the side. He's going to swing with his Founding Stone as a weapon. A 5 and a perfect hit. Hiya! So 5 is not a hit, even though he's got +1 accuracy because he's not attacking the thing. If we fail this wound, he's going to perform Leap and then Gaseous Bloat. Don't like that. 6, 50, 50. It's a 2. Alright, the monster perform Leap and then Gaseous Bloat. So 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Yep, we're going to land on Lucy, so we're probably going to have her in danger zone. So that didn't have a grab, so she's just going to get flung out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she suffers collision, which means she suffers a damage to her body. Let's have another severe injury roll on Luce. It's a 5 on the body. Destroyed back. We probably do want her to die at this point. Yeah, I went through a campaign where I triggered that event where you get 4 of them like from the ground if you have something. I triggered that like 4 times, and I was just like, yeah, I'll throw some stones. Have a few more wounds, champion. Get that up here. Destroyed back. -2 movement. Gain a bleeding token. Yeah, so we probably want her to die now. That was the reaction, and he's going to perform Gaseous Bloat, and that was the last person who could attack. So he is going to Gaseous Bloat straight away, and he's going to do a Bitter Emission. So this one is Grief of Knowing Stench. Target survivor the fewest spaces from the heinous origin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I'd have flung her out that way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's probably the same. Yep, so it's going to be Urza. Urza's going to suffer a -1 evasion and a stink token. And that's all. All non-death survivors adjacent to the target. No one's adjacent. Gained insanity. So that's all. So then we're going to shuffle this up again. I'm going to deal... Oh yeah, Phantasmagoria. The farthest threat in field of view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So it's both of them. Target is doomed. Intimidate target. They suffer monster level brain damage and are knocked down. So we'll put that on Zachary. So he's knocked down, monster level brain damage. And that is it, I think. Full move the monster because he's already 5 spaces away. Cool. So she was knocked down in that turn. When did he get knocked down? He got knocked down from the monster's leap and grabs. I think he stands up. Knock down, knock down. He's not going to be able to do anything anyway, so he'll just move 1 to here, and she'll just move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And she's going to stab with her. She still has her founding stone, so we'll stab with the founding stone. A 5 and a 9. The 9 is a hit, the 5 is not. No reaction is nice. A 5 is not enough. Come on. That's all right. Getting ever closer to the trap, unfortunately. So that's it. That's our turn. So we'll flip. Soaring Bony Punch, the farthest stinky survivor. So that is... who's our stinkiest? It is Lucy. Excellent. Perform leap. Don't jump on this one, guy. Don't jump on this one. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Yeah. Lucy in real trouble. In more trouble than the early settlers is Lucy. This target suffers grab. Where does she suffer the damage? To her body. That's another severe injury roll for Lucy. Lucy rolls a 7. She's got a ruptured spleen. Lucy. She's used her... Oh, she hasn't used her stone. That's bad from you, Deno. 2 bleeding tokens. Yeah, ruptured spleen. Skip the next hunt. I don't think she's going to make that to the next hunt. Just quietly. Now he's going to attack her, so she could be dead. I did fling her a stone, didn't I? It wasn't him that flung a stone, it was her. Good. Not a moron. Yeah, Lucy's in big trouble. Alright, so she needs him to roll very poorly on these attacks. Nope, 7 and a 9. If we see a body here, it's probably game over for Lucy. Head in the body. How about we double tap? Head and the body. So she's extra knocked down. Unless we roll 2 10s, she dies. That's a 7. Gone. Lucy, shut the gate. At least we leveled up for you. Dead. Shall we trigger Cannibalise and go for Marrowism? Yes. Yes, we will. That's the end of that, so he doesn't do anything else. That's a bad card to still have in the deck. I don't like that at all. Zachary stands up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's out of range. So he's not going to be able to do anything, but he has a stone. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he can jump in. She can get into position. So I've still got 2 stones up the sleeve. Still got 2 stones. So I could just fling 2 stones and then jump. Let's do the jump first and see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he does not have his stone. So he is fist and toothing all the way. All the way. That's a 9 and a 5. Come on. With your broken arm. Hey-ya. Oh, there's a reflex. Perform leap and gaseous bloat. Actually, leap might help us. All right, let's see if we crit. 5 is a fail. So he is going to perform leap and then gaseous bloat. So leap, 1 to 5, 6 to 10. That is a 6 to 10, so he's going to leap to here. Bang. It's probably okay for us. So that's done. Now do we go for 2 stones or do we go 1 stone and then go in the rear? Yeah, let's go 1 stone. Does he? What a doofus. I thought he remained in the same facing. Leap. Turn its blind spot to face the centre of the board. There you go. Well, that's interesting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fist and tooth? Yeah, fist and tooth. In for a penny, in for a pound, you know. A 3 and a 6. A 6 is a hit because he's got +1 accuracy. The sticky tongue. Don't fail. Perform leap and then grab. Oh, we are in this blind spot, so we don't have to worry about it. A 3's a fail. It wouldn't have mattered. Do we sling a dagger? There's one of those is the mood. So yeah, I think we'll fling Urza's stone. That +1 damage is punishing. No, we'll go fist and tooth. We'll just go fist and tooth. Stick with the plan, Dano. Stick with the plan. A 9 out of 10. Guaranteed trap. Impervious. Oh. Let's do the impervious. Oh, if I crit this, if you are the stinkiest survivor, gain 3 understanding. I am actually the stinkiest survivor. So if we crit, we will get 3 understanding and immediately trigger whatever that thing is. So, oh, it's a 5. You're a pus bucket, Dano. All right, and this one, we fail again. We're having a good time, but this one says, if adjacent, the attacker suffers 2 damage to 1 hit location, full move the monster away from the attacker. So he's only speed 4. 1, 2, 3. And we suffer 2 damage to 2 hit locations. Urza, head and body. Oh, the head's bad. Can't dodge because it's in our act. So we have a severe injury roll on Urza, on her head. That's a 9. Is that concussed? No, shattered jaw. Not going well. All right, well, that wasn't as good a turn as I hoped it would be. So let's see what happens. We have the mood. Okay. At the end of the monster's turn, perform leap. The target suffers grab. Target a random survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, it's our good mate, Alistair, with his broken arm. He's going to leap onto 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's leaping all the way over here. And Alistair is going to, unfortunately, have to roll a body damage Just one though, so that's fine. And he's knocked down. Okay. If I got 4 wounds at this point, we would win with that mood in play. However, I don't think it's likely, and I'm worried about the trap now. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So flinging a stone at this point feels super risky. It's just a waste of a stone. But if we throw the stone, we do the wound, we clear the mood, and the mood's like not a bad... The mood is actually a better draw for us than any of the other cards because it's literally 1 damage from a grab, whereas any of his other cards have the potential to be like 6 damage. So I think we will fling a stone and hope that it's not the trap. Okay. Rain of tea, it's festering more. A rain of tea splashes musically on the surface of a puddle. The attacker lifts their face to meet the rain. They suffer 1 damage to the head location and gain +1 speed. Gain a mossy molar flag resource. Frog dog resource. Okay, so I didn't specify who that was, so we'll go 1 to 5. It was Urza. So it was Urza. So Urza suffers 1 damage to the head and gains +1 speed. Oh. Alright, she'll roll a head location. It's a 5, she doesn't die. She loses levels of weapon proficiency, doesn't she? Oh, intracranial hemorrhage, that's a shame. What's that one where you lose weapon proficiencies levels? At least she's not dead. Memory loss, okay. So she has an intracranial hemorrhage, and until we get that other thing, we can't do anything about that. Again, we just want to get through this probably with no one else dying. None of these guys are going to do anything again, I don't think. At this point, probably not. Might take one of them out, we'll see. Okay, so that wound's done, so we got rid of that, and that was a critical, which means we discard that. He is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in the blind spot. He's the last person with a founding stone. Let's stab with the founding stone. A 2 and a 4. It's a tragic day. All right, so our mate with the broken arm's going to stand up soon. We get, yeah, the mood again. Okay, so all he's going to do is jump. Random survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then same for the 1 to 5, 6 to 10. So the survivor is our good friend Alistair, and the one he's jumping to is number 6, which is here. So jumping to here, Alistair's in front of him, suffering a random damage to his head. 4 hits. No, 4 doesn't hit. Why have I got? I've got an accuracy token. We'll just do that quickly. Oh, there's no negatives. It's a wound. Yeah. All right, I'm just discarding that. It's not a critical though. Okay. Why has he got an accuracy token? Get in. Where did he get that from? One of the things I have a tendency to do in the prologue is I've played it so many times, so I'm like, okay, everyone's just basic stats. So no buffs, no nothing. So I just roll on the numbers off the top of my head without ever looking, because I feel like I know exactly what all their stats are. But yeah, anyway, that's good. Yeah, you just know them, so you don't even think about it. Okay, we're in good shape. He's knocked down. You can't see him, but he's here, like an idiot. But we've got 2 blind spot swings coming up. We've got a trap very close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go with those accuracy buffs again. So I'm going to look at the numbers this time. Founding stone in the rear, 7s to hit, 6s for the blind spot, 5, 4 for his accuracy. Let's go! A 9 and a 10, it's a perfect hit. Trap, no. Trap, no. There's a failure in a reflex. Perform leap and gaseous bloat. Adjacent insane survivors. Very good. All right, so we'll do it in that order. And you can't see that order, so I'll do that. The festering throat. So we are wounding on 6s, critting on 10s. So 6s and 10s. And this one doesn't have a failure reaction because we're not insane. Okay. So 6s or 10s. That's a 4, so that fails, doesn't do anything. This one has a reflex though, so a crit would be good here, Dano. A 4 is also not a wound. Leap, then gaseous bloat. So he's not grabbing. We are still on prologue, yes. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. So we're jumping here. And then we're putting a fart on the fart deck. Urza's going to have to do some very serious punching with her fist and tooth here. Okay. She does have a +1 accuracy. She's got extra speed. I've got to look at these things now. Yeah, she's doing well. Okay, so we're hitting on 8s, 7s, 6s in the rear. There's like 3 cards left, so the trap's absolutely going to come. She rolls 2 hits. Ah, trap, you pest. All adjacent survivors suffer monster level brain damage, so she's going to suffer 1 brain damage. Then she performs basic action targeting Urza. That hurts. That hurts. That +1 damage token is devastating. At least Zachary's still out there and he's still got his stone, so we've got 1 wound in play. We just need to find 2 more. Turn to face. Swinging 3 times. We need to roll some bad rolls. She's got -1 evasion too. 226. You can't spend survival. Why can't you spend survival, you idiot? Why have you got an intracranial hemorrhage? Don't roll head or body. The hands! That's just a basic action. This is not attack 2, is it? The basic action. I think it's only attack 1. Yeah. Perform gaseous bloat. Okay, so he's got 2 farts. Yep, that's it. All right, so this is still in play. So the first fart is this one, which is a foul emission. She suffers monster level brain damage to her waist. Come on, click. And she gains a stink token. All survivors adjacent to the target. No survivors are adjacent to the target. And then the second one is an oily emission. Ugh, that one is not as good. So 1, and then a severe injury roll for Urza on the body. That's a 9. That's not too bad. A collapsed lung. -1 movement token and a bleeding token. And she's knocked down. That was just the 2 farts. Now we'll do the basic action, or the card, which is Soaring Bony Punch, the farthest stinky survivor. It is still her, because she's the only stinky survivor, because Lucy's dead. Perform Leap. 1 to 6. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. That is a 2. So we're going to leap to here. Turn our butt to there. Place her there. And she suffers this to the hands. So that's a severe injury roll on the hands. She rolls an 8. That's a spiral fracture. Gain a bleeding token, skip the next hunt. She's got a swing to come now. So, gain a bleeding token, she's got to attack. So unless I roll pus again, she is in big trouble. 1, 3, and 7. She has actually survived by the skin of her teeth, but this is a severe injury roll as well on the hands. Another severe injury roll on the hands. It's a 7. 2 bleeding tokens, she dies. Damn, that would have been good if she survived. So if we decide to do cannibalise, we will get an extra basic resource from her, so that's good. He stands up. Alright, so if we were to fling the last stone, we would do 1 wound, which would not be enough to shut the gate. So I think what we need to do is punch with our dude with the broken arm here, and then see if we can jank a wound. So let's do that. A 3 and a 7. A 7 is not a hit because he's got -1 accuracy from his broken arm. What an absolute spud you are, Alistair. What a spud. He's still got a survival. How's he still got a survival? Okay, he'll just move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zachary, our brave friend, let's try and end it by rolling the in the rear with the founding stone. We're not going to throw it. We're going to try and do 2 wounds with his swing. He rolls 2 9s. Come on! Just don't trap me. Yes! Yes! Alright, we'll do that one first because that is no reaction. So his strength is 6. So he's 6-6. If I roll 6-6, we shut the gate and it's game over. What would be better is if we roll 6 or 10-10. So let's try. Come on, Dano. Come on, Dano. A 3. You're an idiot, Dano. 10. A 4. I've rolled very badly on my wound rolls today. We'll move 1, 2, 3. We'll just move to the middle. All right. Froggo goes. It's Soaring Bony Punch again. There is no Stinky Survivor, so he goes, oh, he goes the farthest threat. Actually, we'll keep him there then, because we know that's the last card. So we'll go Alistair. We'll leap to 1 to 5, 6 to 10. So we're leaping to here. He's in front. He's knocked down again. And we suffer grab, which is going to be 1 damage to the body. He's already knocked down. Then he's going to do his attack. 2 thingy and 7. Let's see. So this is we want. If one of these is the waist, we actually go okay. Body and boot. No, so we'll do that, and we'll dodge the body. So a leg roll, because this is 3 damage because of that +1 damage token. Devastating. A 5. Leg is hamstrung. At least we're getting some good resources if we make it through. Frog Dog with +1 damage token is devastating. No fart added to the deck. So we have to try again with our thing we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, we'll swing again in the blind spot. When the spot, it's just 1 hit. What an idiot. Festering posterior. Perform leap and then gaseous bloat if we wound. So we really want to critical this more than anything else, don't we? All right. 6. Of course we do a wound. Oh, he doesn't grab. Okay. We've gotten rid of Soaring Bony Punch. He's going to do a fart on his fart deck. He's going to do leap. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. So he jumps to here. He puts a fart on his deck. That's done. It's his turn. He's going to do his basic action. He's targeting a random Stinky Survivor or the stinkiest survivor. Neither of those. So he's going to do Cagey. but we will have to do the fart first, so. One damage to, oh no, he's now going to suffer because he's got a stink token. One to the arms, plus a stink token. That's fine. So he's now the target of the basic action, which is a random stinky survivor in range. I can't dash away, even though I'd love to. The frog's only movement 4. He's still in range. What a pest. Yep, move and attack. 3 and a 5 plus, perform gaseous bloat. Okay. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, so that we can get our buffhead in, maybe. So we've got a dodge here. Oh, we haven't. This is the guy that I wanted to take all the damage. He was the guy who got attacked first. He's been an animal the whole time. What a crazy situation. 1, 5, and 8. All right. 1, 5, and 8. So that's 2 hits. The waist and the boots. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. Well, would you believe that it comes down to this idiot with a broken arm to punch the frog dog in the head? And the basic action also puts a fart on there. Stands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Classic Kingdom Death. All right, little Alistair in the side with his fist and tooth, with his broken arm, with his hamstring, and his minus. Okay, so he just got to roll. He's just got to roll a hit on an 8+, and then he's got to roll a crit. Come on, a 6 and a 1. Why are you like this, Alistair? This is why nobody likes you, mate. All right, so our little guy is getting attacked again. Oh, he's got a leap and grab at the end of his turn with snatch and squash. All right, so that's a random survivor. So Alistair, 1 to 5. Yep, so he's going to leap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to leap to here. He's going to put him here. He's going to do 1 damage to his waist. Excellent. Okay. And now he's going to get attacked again. We've got a fart to go. All right, so the fart is... At least he might get attacked now. Yeah, he will get attacked. Okay. So he's suffering unless he dies. He is suffering damage to the head, which will trigger a severe injury roll. He rolls a 1. He is absolutely dead from a head explosion. Very good. It's down to Brave Zachary. We need Brave Zachary to survive this, stand up and fling his stone. That's it. And but he's got 1 attack. 1, 2, 3. You did. You called it from the start. You called it from the start. So this is his basic attack. We roll 2 and a 4, which is a miss, and 1 hit. 1 Lantern 10 hit. I don't think he's got anywhere that we can roll that doesn't trigger a severe injury. The body! Roll the body! No! All right, this roll will decide our fate. If we roll a 1 or a 2, it's game over. And if we roll anything else, we stand up and fling our stone. It's a 1! Yes! We get to start again. Ah, so good. I love this game so much. No, actually, I wiped to the prologue at Croc like 3 times, because as I was learning to play the Croc, so that was fun. Absolutely fun. Yeah, it's Frog Dog for me. I love the Frog Dog. Yeah, he's just really fun. get to do all sorts of cool stuff with him. Okay, that was tremendous. We're going again, by the way, in case you hadn't figured that out. So reset, reset. We're going to get rid of this and this. Yeah, I think the Frog Dog, particularly when it's got a +1 damage token, I think he's the hardest. But yeah, Croc's a menace. Haven't got a speed. Systemic pressure from hunger. Have your survival back. See, the good news is we get to try again with that. It started poorly by us rolling a 1 to 3 on the Copperfish Den, and then it kept going worse from there. We'll have to worry about that fear thing again. We'll worry about that later. Man, that was so good. I love this game. How's it 9:30? Oh my God. All right. Got to make all these guys departing again. Okay, we're back. Let's go. Take 2. So no stink tokens. All me little things are back. Oh damn, I would have liked those resources, but maybe we can do better, don't I? Let's look at the positives. Those two. All right, so we got the Copperfish Den and we got the Survivor Corpse. I'll just put them up there so you can see them over there. They're not allowed to be there exactly. It's there. That one's there. Wet Slap on top. Shuffle these. Man, I can put a trap on the bottom, eh? Twisting digit flexors. Reshuffle the farts, and we're good to go. All right, that triggers game over. Technically, if you look into the rules for game over, if you get enough game overs, you level up to the thing. So if you just wiped in the prologue 4 or 5 times, technically you could get to the ocular parasites, which is not how I did it, but please yourself. All right, let's go again. White Line Prologue doesn't do game over. Pretty sure this one does. Yup. Game over, man. Yep, pay to win. All right. What card are we possibly going to see? Oh my goodness, is it Wet Slap? It is Wet Slap. Perform gaseous bloat at the end of it. He's going to attack Zachary again. Hitting on 5s. There's a 4, a 9, and a 5. Where does it hit? The body and the body. It's 2 damage, so we'll dodge one of those bodies and we'll get knocked down from the other one. All right. We're cooking with gas. We're back again. Okay, so old Broken Arm's going to go and have another look at the Copperfish Den. Take 2. And see if you can roll a 1 to 3. Yeah! 1 burnished encephalomata. I'll just put that straight in storage. Strange. Burnished encephalomata. Yeah. It was never in doubt, was it? And then he'll move one. He already did move, so that's him. Good. She'll move over to here to the Survivor Corpse, and she will roll a Lantern 10. Get a skull and 3 insanity. Yeah. I know the rules say that you're not supposed to get a second skull, but that is dumb. And I'm just going to do it. No, tell him. If he tries anything, I'll bash him, mate. Skull. Survivor of your choice gains 1 insanity. Let's protect Lucy. Speaking of Lucy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the blind. Stab with your fist and tooth, Lucy. Go. A 4 and a 7. A 7's a hit. Oh my god, it's the festering carbuncle things. If the attacker is not in the monster's blind spot, do something, but we are in the blind spot, so let's just roll an 8, which is a wound. Good start. That's it. Monster's turn. That didn't have anything else, did it? No. Just a taste. Closest stinky survivor. There isn't one. Random threat in range. So it's either Lucy or Lucy. Has to be Lucy because Zachary's not a threat. All right. Move and attack target. Yeah, let's hope. Suffer bash. That's bad. Okay, so yeah, it's just move and attack. She suffers... sorry, I need to do 3 dice, not just 1. She suffers 3 hits. Okay, good, good, good. 1, 2, 3 damage. There's 2 damage apiece. Boots, body, waist. All right, so 1, 2... 1, 2, and then we'll dodge the body. Lucy did have a survival, by the way, so she'll do that. And then she suffers bash and monster level brain damage. She too is knocked down. Oh, I forgot the fart, didn't I? I'm getting too excited. Monster level brain damage to, sorry, monster level damage to it. That's a bad one too. So this is Lucy because she's the fewer spaces. So she suffers 1 damage to the hands. That's nice. 1 brain damage. So that's nice. And she gains a stink token. Okay, fine. So she has triggered up to Fear 2, which is lovely. So we don't have to worry about that. She just got 3 instances of damage in a row. So that was just a taste. She is knocked down. And Zachary stands up. There's no fart, so he will go fist and tooth in the rear. That's 2 4s, which is not enough. So he's done, and he'll move back onto the thing. I think over here, he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's going to fling a stone. And we'll get a persistent injury. When the monster performs leap on a 1, it is knocked down instead. Okay. And she'll do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll do the same. She flings a stone and she gets the trap. That's such a bad thing to do. Get the trap on a friggin' founding stone. Ugh. All adjacent survivors suffer monster level brain damage. Lucy has to do a brain trauma. That's a 2. Lucy just died on brain trauma. You don't see that happen every day. Okay. Good stuff. She's dead. We trigger our principal. Very good. And basic action targeting the attacker. I shouldn't have bragged about how good I am at putting the trap on the bottom of the deck. It heard me. It didn't like that. Yeah, I thought the starting knowledges would be awesome. Like the first time I played with them, I was trying so hard to level them up and do all this stuff, and I was like, yeah, I've got to make sure I get it. And then after like a campaign, I just completely ignore them now. Don't do anything with them. He'll go to there. This is basic action, isn't it? So it's going to put a fart on the fart deck too. Ugh. Doomed. 2 hits, and those 2 hits on Urza go to the body and the waist. So she's knocked down. And then she gets a gaseous bloat. Gaseous bloat is then going to trigger. Rotten emission. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be her again. Monster level damage to a random hit location. That's to her boots. And 1 brain damage. And she gains a stink token. What did I do with the wound from Alistair? What wound did I move him over? No, I think he's clear, isn't he? He looks good. He hasn't suffered any damage. Nope. Good call. Thank you. If you've dogged me here, though, you did. Look at what you did. Look at what you did to me. This is your fault. It's absolutely your fault. So it's her, unfortunately, isn't it? Because she just suffered a stink token from the bony emission. All right. Seems fine. And see, now he's going to jump on someone. Look at what you've done to me. You've ruined everything. Nah, it's all good. It's all fun and games. So 1 to 5 will be the one that Alistair's on. So yeah, he's jumping on Alistair's head. Going here. He's getting flung backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's knocked down. He suffers a damage to the head. Good. And she is in front of him with a wound to her hands. And then she's going to suffer 1, 2, 3, but at least she can dodge these attacks. A 9, a 6, and a 3. So let's see what we roll. Oof. Body and boots. We will dodge the body. And see if we can roll on the boots and avoid a death. It's a 9. Good roll, Urza. Bloody thighs gain 2 bleeding tokens. No gaseous bloat, which is good. Alright, so we haven't yet used our thing with him. So yeah, so we'll just leap, and I guess we probably, with the leap, we probably go the dagger. G'day, John. He'll probably go the stone. 3 and a 9, so it wouldn't have mattered. This wound's on a 3 or something. We should count it up now. It's +3 from the mammoth leaf. So 4, so a 3 is a wound, which is good. So that goes there. So we avoid the failure reaction. We didn't critical. She's knocked down, he's knocked down, so that's it for us. Be the abrasive lick. Stinkiest threat in range. The only person, there is no stinkiest threat. Closest threat in field of view, there isn't one. So it's just a KG. Alright, good. KG is... Place the monster at the center of the Showdown board. All sane survivors gain a -1 evasion token. Would we change his facing? Probably not. -1 evasion. Not -1 strength. -1 evasion. -1 evasion. -1 evasion. And now everyone stands up, but those two don't have daggers. There was no fart added to that, so we'll just do him. He's in there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do him 1, 2, 3, 4, and he will attack from there with Piston Tooth. 5 and a 5, irrelevant. So she will then move straight ahead. She has to attack with Fist and Tooth. She rolls a Lantern 10 and a 6. Adjacent insane survivors is the only penalty for this one. So that's a 3. That's another fail. So nothing else. Okay. So that's fine. We're in good shape here as long as we don't suffer too much more punishment. Gnashing and barking, farther stinky threat. Okay, so that is Alistair. Move and attack. Okay, so he's going to move and attack. This is a good position for us to be in as long as Alistair survives this attack. He has a survival. 3 on a 5+. 2, 6 and a Lantern 10. Roll a waste. Body. Damn. Dodge. Knocked down. And then the monster's eyes bulge with exertion. Roll 1d10 for each survivor in the monster's facing. On a 4+, that survivor suffers monster level brain damage. That's a Lantern 10, so he suffers a brain damage. He's knocked down. 1, 2, 3. We'll Fist and Tooth whilst in the blind. That is an 8, which is a hit. Okay, so there's no negatives to this one. So that's not a wound. He'll do the same. Fist and Tooth in the blind. That's a 9. Oh, there's a reflex. You need to critical this. Zachary, you've been the star of the night, mate. Oh, you don't critical, but you do wound. All right, perform leap and then gaseous bloat. Wound, gaseous bloat, leap. He is already on one, so 1 to 5 is that one. He jumps to this one, goes like that. I've gone to the wrong screen, but that's okay. I'm going to flip this. That should have been in here as well. Thank you. I'm just getting too excited. We'll assume that one was okay. Putrid emission. Hello, Plank. Unfortunately, it is Zachary who is going to suffer 1 damage to the arms and gain a stink token. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then we also have a 1 for him. Perfect. And now he will draw his AI card, and it is Gnashing and Barking, the farthest stinky threat. So that is Urza. So that's bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, could be some more brain damage coming on. This attack is 3 on a 5. She has no ability to dodge. So she rolls 7, 6, and 3, so that's 2 hits. Waist and boots. Okay, so we have a waist severe injury roll and a boot severe injury roll. The waist is a 5. Is that destroyed genitals? Warped pelvis. Oh, it's good stuff. And then her other one, what was it? Boots. 5. Hamstrung. Outstanding. Outstanding stuff. Does she have a systemic? Oh, she's got a systemic pressure too. Okay, so that is actually a 4, which is an intestinal prolapse. Okay, that could be good for us. And I rolled a second 5, which on the legs goes to a 4, which is a dismembered leg. Good. Can no longer dash, gain a bleeding token. Okay. We are at 4 bleeding tokens. And she's knocked down. Also, we get to do the fun part of all survivors in the monsters facing on a 4+, they suffer brain damage. It's all of them. So Urza, she does suffer a brain damage. She's knocked down. Zachary, Alistair, sorry, he rolls a 1. Yes. He doesn't have a torment. He does have a torment, but it's still fine. Nothing happens there. And Zachary, he's okay. It doesn't matter what he rolls. He rolls a 7, so he suffers a brain trauma. Okay. He's going to stand up. She's knocked down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's just going to jump to the side and fist and tooth punch. He's got his +1 accuracy. An 8 to hit. Come on. Come on. All adjacent survivors suffer monster level brain damage. Alistair, monster level brain damage. Urza, monster level brain damage. Zachary, monster level brain damage. Okay, Zachary has to roll a brain trauma. He rolls a 2. He's running away as well. He's also dead without even throwing his stone. We could be 0 for 2 here. And Alistair rolls an 8. Lunacy. Gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity. 4 insanity. And a disorder, which we can't randomise using Scribe because we have disorders that are not available yet. Losing Zachary hurts. That really hurts, friends. That hurts a lot. Because we also have to do the basic action targeting our mate that just charged in with +3 strength. That's good. That's good. Dishonourable. That one is in there. Black Knight. You cannot depart unless you are insane. Gain +1 of speed while attacking a monster that is knocked down or from its blind spot. Cool. He then attacks our friend with an attack. On the basic action, and then he also puts a fart in there. 7, 5, 9. That's 3 hits. I'm probably rolling a little bit better for the monster than I would like to be right now. We're going to have 2 severe injury rolls on the head and the body. So we'll do the head first. Head explosion. Okay. Not a great result for this one. It's gone very poorly. Yeah, the frog's absolutely on fire. Yeah, Alistair got farted on the head and his head exploded. And then he just got his head exploded from a trap. Man, ocular parasites. Is it worth it to get +1 accuracy? It is, but you've got to get through the prologue. Every time I've had the prologue with this ocular parasites, it has been devastating. It is. I think I've gone out with 1 survivor in most of them. I assume we're not going to survive this, by the way, so we will... Urza's about to stand up, isn't she? No, he's going to have an AI card. Oh, he gets to have an AI card because that was us attacking him. Wet slap. It's her. Okay. 3 out of 5. Could be one of the great comebacks. 1 hit. Does he have a fart on there? Yeah, he did too. Basic action fart. He farts first. Monster level damage to the waist token, to the waist. Okay, so she's going to roll a severe injury roll. She rolls a 5. She has a systemic pressure, which is a 4. Intestinal prolapse. So she's already got an intestinal prolapse, so she's fine. But she gets another bleeding token and she dies. Bum bum. Bum bum. Oh, I want to go again. That one was bad. I think we should go again. Do you concur? Is that the right decision? I think it should be. One more. Don't have to work. I do have to work tomorrow, but we'll be fine. 3rd time's the charm. Well said. Why has she got a second? Why has she got a second survival action available to her? What is that from? That was rapid. That was a rapid destruction. I don't know how Bra does this, by the way, without using Scribe. I do not understand. I've played it without Scribe when I played with another person, and it was manageable. But doing this pen and paper, oh, absolutely do not. What did I just do there? I just removed his despair. I think it's worth throwing the stone. Persistent messes up the advanced AIs, does it? What does it do? The twisting digiflexors. Persistent injury, busted knuckle. Okay. And I definitely know that was on the gnashing and, or the soaring bony punch, wasn't it? See, all it does is reduce the damage from this attack to 1 after all modifiers. I suppose that's probably not too bad, given that we have the +1 damage modifier from the thing. Yeah, could work. Could work. Let's try it. It's not like we're covering ourselves in glory so far. Wet slap on top. So yeah, when you play the lion, it's just an obvious one, right? You just do it because you get the +1 strength, and it makes the rest of the showdown easier. But I don't know if it's a lay down misère for this guy. That's all good. That's all good. They're all unflipped. We got our skull, which we might need to get again. Let's go to our storage and remove that stupid burnished encephalomata. And, all right, Zachary, reset. You don't have to temporary, no. Reset, get your survival back. Let's go loose. Played touch football last night. I have a team member called Luce. She played well. We confirmed that the Gormy's still got a prologue coming in Campaigns of Death? Hope so. Why does it say she's got an extra survival action? What is it that it reckons you can do? Oh my god, knocked down in here. That's sick. I know what's happened there. She got a shattered jaw in the first one, and then it's taken encourage off her, and then when we've removed the shattered jaw, it's given her encourage back, even though we don't actually have encourage yet. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right. Take 3. Zachary. We know he's attacking Zachary. He's in that position. 2, 4, 1. I feel good. I feel good about this. This is happening. All right, let's go get our copperfish thing. A 5. We got our burnished encephalomata. Come on. He's up here. Now let's go get our skull again. Come on. Go get your skull. Get your skull. Come on. 3 insanity plus 1 for Lucy. It's a perfect start. All right. Calm down, Dano. You've had a shit show so far. There is a fart on top of the fart deck from gaseous bloat. Slow down. So we'll do loose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see if we can. So I think if we throw the dagger there, that does both, doesn't it? So we'll do that. We'll discard that, and we'll put that critical wound in play. And because of that, we'll also discard the fart from the fart deck because we did it from the blind spot. We'll punch with Alistair. Let's use Fist and Tooth from the front. He's in the front, and then he'll move back onto the thing. He goes a 9 and a lantern 10. He's angry. He's an angry Alistair. Okay, there's 2 failure reactions. That's not ideal. Adjacent insane survivors. That's fine. There's no... Oh, no, there is no adjacent insane survivors. So, we are... I had to restart, mate. It's been a Barry Crocker. What are we critting on? We're critting on 9s and we're wounding on 7s. So, critting on 9s, wounding on 7s. That's a 6, so we fail that one. That's okay. This one would be a good one to critical on, though. Let's critical, Dano. 8. Thank you. No failure. We'll go to there. Okay. Feels better. Now let's see that boning, sorry punch thing, whatever it is. The one that gets the... It is! It is. All right. So it's 1 damage. Father Stinky Survivor. I don't think we had any Stinky. Father's Threat in range. That is going to be Alistair again. No, sorry, Zachary. Because the other 2 aren't in range. They're too far away because he's only speed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yep, he's just going to move to here, like so. And the 3 on a 5. We still have our dodge, and these only do 1 damage now. Okay, I agree with your decision. A 2, a 5 and an 8. Just don't roll double head, Deno. Body boots. We'll just take them. We'll keep our survival. We got rid of the fart, so we're fine. All right. All right. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fling a stone. Lucy flung her stone, so she's done. The Urza is going to fling her stone, and we get... Your attack ruptures the milk sack. The monster gains -2 toughness tokens. Okay. Okay. That seems fine. Wound, and now we stop throwing and we start punching. Persistent injury. When a survivor starts their act adjacent to the monster, they suffer monster level event damage to the legs. That's bad for Zachary, who is about to suffer a knockdown. So, we'll do Lucy. She'll move to there. And she'll swing with fist and tooth in the blind. She's looking for 6s. Lantern 10 and an 8. Okay. Okay. The monster's carbuncles split a thin black plasma, all adjacent survivors if we wound. So let's just critical. Toughness 5, so we're wounding on 5s, critting on 9s. So the first one will be this reflex because we are in the blind spot. That's a fail, but we ignore that. And this one is a critical, gain a random frog dog resource, and he gains a -1 evasion token. Okay. Feels a bit different. Sure. Let's get an Ironclad's Fine. Is that the thing that we get the whip from? I love that whip. That's great. All right, so Zachary's just going to he's just going to suffer that and get knocked down. Can't do anything about that. That's from the twitching mammary sac. When a survivor starts their act adjacent to the monster, they suffer that damage to the legs location. I did forget the wound, thank you. No, don't think I did. Now the question is, do we throw the stone with Alistair just to get another wound and try and get another resource? The damage is just so devastating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we fling the stone. Yeah, we'll fling the stone. Let's just get through it. Good work, Dano. Good work. All adjacent survivors suffer brain damage. So 1 brain damage, and Lucy 1 brain damage. Lucy didn't start her act adjacent to the monster. She moved in. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. The good news is that we are out of range for the attack because he's only speed 5. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he ends up here. She will get knocked down, but he will put a fart on the fart deck. She will suffer a monster level damage to her waist, which is fine. And she is going to stand up at the end of his next turn because the survivors, that happened in the survivor's turn. So we wasted our trap, wasted our thing again. Alistair has been the least impressive performer in tonight. He started off by breaking his arm and yeah, just followed up with more absolute rubbish. So, am I right in that? Lucy, no, it's Lucy's going to stand up at the end of the next survivor turn, isn't she? Not end of the next monster turn. I don't recall. Someone fact check me. She got knocked down in the survivor's turn. She gets up at the end of the next monster turn? I think so. Anyway, it's his turn, so we'll do that. End of the next monster turn. Oh, it's the mood. Target a random survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's Zachary. He is targeted. Perform leap. Jump onto his square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, it's going to knock over her. What an annoying guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's knocked down over here. He jumps to here. He suffers a damage to his body. He was already knocked down, so he is going to stand up at the end of the monster fart card. Thank you. Monster level damage to the legs, location, and a stink token. It was definitely Lucy. Stink token. So that will level up that once. Twice, because she suffered damage to the waist. So we need one more damage on fear to level that up. And if we don't level it up, that's okay. Fine. So now he stands up and she stands up. She's just knocked down. The next monster turn. Yep. So that happened in our turn. So they both stand up now. So Lucy can punch in the blind. Can this guy get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he can't. Zachary also standing up. All right, let's just go here. Fist and tooth. Zachary's got his thing, but 8 and a 6 is 2 hits because we're in the blind spot, and we also have an accuracy. Good work, Lucy. No reaction and a reflex. So we'll do it in this order. And critting, oh, he's -2 toughness, isn't he? Yeah, so we're wounding on 5s, critting on 9s. So that's a fail. Fail, and that's a wound, but not a critical. So that's okay, we do a wound. So it means this mood is still in play. But when we wound that, he performs leap and then gaseous bloat. So the fart's going to go here. If we're really lucky, he'll jump to this one and not stop that. So let's see if we're really lucky. 1 to 5 is the one we want. Yes, Deno. Leap. Fist and tooth. He's winning on 2s and critting on 9s. If he can hit. He hits once. He hits an impervious hit location. Good. He fails. Okay, so that's not great. So we are going to have a fart from him, but that's okay if it's him that gets farted on. We're okay with that. Let's just move into position here. We won't throw our stone just yet. We'll keep that up our sleeve. There's only 2 cards in the AI deck. And I always hate trying to shuffle this because it's like, I know which one it is. Like, I can tell you it's this one for a fact. I can't trick myself, so we'll just roll. 1 to 5 is this. Okay, so it's this one. Wet slap. Closest stinky threat in range. So Lucy is stinky. The trap didn't put stinkier, did it? No, just fart card. -1 evasion and a stink token. Excellent. How about we attack Alistair? Excellent. Alistair will be attacked. It's farthest, isn't it? No, closest stinky threat. Excellent. Turn to face. Hitting on 4s now because of the -1 evasion. 4 to 7. He still has a survival. Waste and waste. We'll dodge 1. Perfect. Okay. He is now starting his act adjacent to the monster, so he's going to suffer a damage to the legs. We'll do him first. He'll fist and tooth because he hasn't got a weapon left. Yep, the mood, thank you. Leap and target grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Alistair, no, Zachary, 1 to 5, 1 to 5. Okay, so Zachary's getting jumped on from right where he is, and he's falling down in front of him, right there. 1 damage to the head. He was already knocked down, so that's fine. Thank you. Please continue to fact check me. I haven't played in about 12 months, so whenever the last time I uploaded was the last time I played Kingdom Death. Urza stands up. No farts. We know what card's next. Lucy's going to suffer a wound to the legs. Yeah, so he's not going to suffer a wound to the legs. She is. So she's going to get knocked down. So we're probably better off doing him next. So he'll go into the rear, and then he'll swing with fist and tooth. A 5 is a miss. He needs a 6. Urza's going to go in the front. She needs 2 7s. She rolls a 3 and a 2. Oh, it's happening again. It's happening again. And Zachary is starting his act and he's knocked down. He has to roll a severe injury roll. He rolls a 9 on the legs. That's bloody thighs. Gain 2 bleeding tokens. 1, 2. Yeah, Alistair's no foot damage. And Lucy suffers 1 to the feet and she's knocked down. At least the monster's going to jump away. We know what one it is. It's the good one because we did the crit in the first turn. Father Stinky Survivor. They're all stinky. Let's do it on Alistair. 3 on a 5. That's 3 misses. Glorious. Perform gaseous bloat. Puts a fart down. Then is going to target a random survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's Zachary again. 1 to 5 is this one. It's the other one. So he jumps to here. Like that. Zachary is in front of him. And he suffers a 6. No, wrong one. Need to roll a waste. Okay. So we need to try and kill him before that guy stands up. Or before he has his act, I should say. Standing up. Standing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When did that fart happen? Did I forget to do a fart again? I did, so it was Lucy. So she suffers 1 damage to the body and gains a stink token. And then she suffers the flea brain trauma, which means she moves towards the closest table edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she gains knockdown, which she will remove, and she gains a insanity. Come on, there we go. Okay. All right, so we're still doing Alistair first. Fist and tooth. That's a lantern 10 and a 6, which is 2 hits. That's got a reflex. That's good. And that has also got a reflex. If the attacker is not in the monster's blind spot. So we want that. Wounding on 5s, critting on 9s. That's a 5, so that's a wound, but we're in the blind spot, so we ignore that. Not a crit. That. And this one, 9 to crit. That's a 5. It is a wound, but it is not a crit, which means the reflex triggers. Perform leap, then gaseous bloat. So the leap is going to put him here on 1 to 5. That is a 1 to 5, so he jumps to here. Urza, has she got leg armour? Yep, she's fine. So let's do Urza. And let's fist and tooth. She rolls a 7. That's a hit because she has an accuracy. And she hits the trap too. Very good, very good. All adjacent survivors suffer monster level brain damage. That's 1. It does, yes, because it's landed next to her. 1 to the body. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. So it targets Urza with a basic action. So we actually probably want Urza to die here so we can get our death principle. Just 1 hit. To the legs. She's knocked down. She doesn't die. Boo. Now I've got to decide if I want to just hold Alistair and use his stone to get the last wound. Yeah, interesting. Or we just run Lucy in there and try and punch it off right now. No, let's try and get the death principle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. He's already gone. So we're just sort of holding position. If I random stinky survivor in range, I'm better off being here. So she doesn't get run over, because it could be her or Alistair. So random sticky survivor in range. How can I do that? I don't think she didn't do a wound, so I can't roll severe just yet. But we'll be getting there very soon. Okay, so yeah, he's going to target the random sticky survivor. So 1 to 5, it's going to be Alistair. So it is Alistair. So he's going to move like so. He's going to be hitting on. Alistair does not have a negative evasion token. She actually did the attack. She moved in to attack that, and then that triggered the trap. So yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work. She was the one who triggered the trap with her fists of fury. 2 hits on Alistair. Body and waist, 1, 2, 1, knocked down, and severe injury roll on the waist. Come on, Alistair. Yes! That's fine. He was rubbish all night. He deserves to be the one who dies. Absolutely deserves it. But he then targets a random survivor. Just don't be Zachary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dano, stop it! Where does he leap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He leaps over here. She's going to suffer splash damage. He's going to suffer a damage, and he's knocked down starting his act. He's going to have to do a severe injury roll unless Lucy can finish it off for us. So he suffers 1 damage to the waist. And Urza suffers 1 damage to the head. And that is it. So Lucy has to finish it off here. She has to. There was no farts. So she will go into the body, into the rear with fist and tooth. Come on, Luce. Because both of them will suffer leg damage rolls, I think. Double 4s, can you believe it, Lucy? Why are you doing this to me, Luce? How dare you? How dare you? Zachary and Urza both have to do severe leg injury rolls. Did either of them stand up? Urza stood up. So we'll do her severe injury roll first. It's a 3 on the legs. She's just bleeding. So she actually gets to go now because she's not knocked down because the severe injury roll doesn't trigger knockdown. So she can go and she can try and roll 2 7s. Don't tell me that, good for fun. Don't tell me that. Why would you tell me that? Oh, you're killing me. Or you're killing her. That's what you're doing. Stupid starting pressures. Man, I hate those things. Zachary has to do a severe injury roll. Lantern 10. He's knocked down. Ah, the monster gets to do his thing again. Random stinky survivor. It's Lucy. I think she's got a survival here. She does. All right. 9, 3, and 2. So we'll just dodge the one. I think we'll definitely dodge the one on the head. Then he performs. He puts a fart up, and then he's gonna leap. Who's he target? 1 to 5. It's Zach. It's not. It's Lucy. Where does he jump to? 1 to 5. It's this one. He jumps to this far one that I can't get to with Zachary, but he's going to fling his stone anyway, so it's okay. Lucy gets knocked down. Just don't die on us, Luce. 1 damage to the head. Come on. Zachary stands up and flings his stone and gets the job done, unless I've top decked the trap, of course. It's impervious. Oh, that is outstanding. That is absolutely outstanding. Impervious. I gain monster level insanity. He's flung a stone at an impervious hit location. You absolute Sputnik. He'll move on to the thing. What's going to happen right now? Okay, are you ready for this? I might be better off going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's a better spot because he's going to jump to one of the other 2 things. So we'll go there. It's been a disaster. It's been a tragic night of King of Death stone throwing. He's fine. He's not going to get any punishment here. It's this clown's turn again, so he's going to fart on Lucy. She suffers monster level damage to the waist and body and gains a stink token. Very good, Luce. Oh yeah, I have to do her act, don't I? She suffers a severe injury to the legs, rolls a 1, dies. Oh, good times. Classic hits. All right, so now the fart actually targets Zachary. And he suffers 2 severe injury rolls. Oh, it's been a good night. Zachary, his body. He's fine on a 9. Yeah, you guys have been absolutely killing me. Body on a 9 is a collapsed lung. Bleeding token. Yeah, that persistent injury has been awful. And then on the waist, it's a lantern 10, so that's good. So we managed to avoid that. The frog then, he's going to knock us down again, isn't he? Oh, this is bad, because you're just going to leap and... that. I can't believe we flipped the impervious hit location on a stone. Oh, Lucy's dead. Okay, so at the end of the monster turn, he performs leap and knocks Alistair down. No, he stood up last turn. He stood up last turn and moved to there. And the leap just targets anywhere. Target a random survivor. Perform leap. Target suffers grab. He's flung his tongue out. He just did his AI, his basic AI. No, you don't get knocked down from a severe. It doesn't knock you. Oh, you're right, actually, because I rolled a 10, didn't I? Whew. That still doesn't help us, because that happened in the fart. It happened in the fart. That was in the monster's turn. So, yeah, it is going to KG now, which means we're... Alright, all sane survivors are marked with dog scent, gain a -1 evasion and instinct token. So that happens, and he goes KG, which ends his turn. No, it doesn't end his turn. Isn't that interesting? All sane survivors are marked with dog scent, doesn't say it ends its turn. So we'll just still do the leap then. So he'll leap to one of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to leap over here, and our mate's going to stand in front of him, knocked down, and suffer a damage from that to the boots, which is of course going to trigger a severe injury roll, and we roll a 6, which is a torn Achilles tendon. Gain a bleeding token. And now, when we start our act, knocked down in front of the clown, we suffer a severe injury to the legs. We rolled a 10. Can you believe we rolled a 10? You can't see it because I'm on the wrong screen. It's a 10. So good. All right. But I think we're still knocked down because it happened in the fart that we got knocked down. Isn't that right? So we just have to roll another 10 next turn. Let's assume that I did. Let's assume that he stands up and he punches and he needs to roll. He rolls a 7, that's a hit. He's got that, he just needs to roll 3 or a 9. What did we get under there? Oh my God, it's a 9. I'll roll it again because he didn't see it. It's a 5, that's a wound, but no crit. I'm going to take a Frog Dog resource because it was a 9. We're getting through after a very, very good few showdowns. We're making it through. So well done team. Thank you for catching me out on a couple of systemic pressures. I'm glad we did that. Let's go to our very first settlement event, which is first day. Let's actually grab this out so I remember to do it in order. Survivors return. So we'll return from the showdown. Was victorious, 1 hunt XP, will return and advance the year. Well done. We'll gain 1 endeavour and we'll draw our first day settlement event, which is here. And very good. And we roll a lantern 10. So we will get the maximum number of survivors, which is 10. Random, Brigette. I haven't yet. I like to do that later. 1. Londa, 2. 3. Yuko's a cool name. 4. Dolores. Yes. Wilhelmina. We'll change these names. I was just doing other names. So now 5 dudes. Marquis. That's a cool name for a Black Knight one. Paul. Hey, Paul. Male. Merrill. That's a weird name for a dude, but okay. Alive. Fidel. Curtis. Great. All right. Yep. So the frog dog, we get one white line resource. I just like to roll on this, and we'll take a 1, which is a curious hand. Very good. Curious hand, get you insanity. And then frog dog resources. That was so awesome. I love this game. Where's me Froggo book? There. So Zachary gets an insanity from the single skull that we pull. Scribe struggling to cope with the speed of my clicks. We get +1 hunt XP, 4 basics, 4 frog dogs, and the white line resource. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect bone help. Oh my god, is that perfect? Does that mean we can make the whip thing? Because it's perfect bone and iron, isn't it? All right, curious hand. And then these. The whip thing is so fun. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, we can't make it yet because of this stupid. You don't get it in the prologue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Returning survivors. Grapple claw. Yeah, it's called a grapple claw, and I'm pretty sure you need an iron. Let's go and have a look. We're literally here. What's it called? Frog Frostcrafter. The grapple claw requires a mossy molar. Okay, what's the one that requires? Spiked buckler requires an ironclad spine and an organ. I was sure there was something that required. Yeah. I'm thinking of the scout dagger. It's a perfect bone and an iron. Language is our innovation. Because we have spoken the first words. Build our innovation deck now. Cool. A lot of things in here that I don't need. I'll do this on camera so you can see what I'm doing. Language, we've got paint, symposium, ammonia, hovel, inner lantern, and drums. Excellent. We have built the innovation deck. And we will add the lantern horde to our settlement around our glowing center. Nominate a survivor to gain 1 understanding. I think we'll take Zachary out again because he didn't suffer any negatives, did he? Yeah, so we'll take him out again so we can get a survivalism on him. So Brigitte, congratulations, you've just gained an understanding. Why are you struggling so much, Scribe? Might have to switch over to my phone so it goes quicker. Okay, first story done. They skip the next hunt. What else do we have in here? Returning survivors, first meal, and then principal death. Let's do principal death, actually. We know we're taking cannibalise, so we don't get the first person. They don't get any benefit, but the other two we get basic resources as well. All right, the first harvest, cannibalise. Cool, so we'll roll and see what we get. We get a Lantern 10, nominated survivor. The survivor gains +1 permanent speed. Let's go Zachary and let's try a speed thing with him. Let's see if we can get a speed deal happening. Probably would have liked the other one. Hello, Gone Beyond 1. Speaking of, all of our founding stones are gone. Gone. Not sure that was a good trade, just quietly. And yes, we now have cannibalise, so we will gain 2 more basic resources from our other 2. 1, 2. Let's try turning Swipe Survivor off. I don't recall it being this slow last time I used it, so behaviour, swiping. Yeah, that seems quicker. Very good. Okay, first meal. Let's do that. Nominate a survivor to gain a discourse. So we have 1 collective cognition. We've achieved facets of existence. We gain tier 1 philosophies. And we build our philosophy deck. And we will pick... Oh, does this person have to not... Okay, gain 100, adopt a philosophy. Cool, so we'll just do Fidel. Fidel can be our survivalist. He gains 2 hunt XP, and he will gain survivalism. Cool, so let's roll on the survivalism table for that guy. What's everyone's favourite philosophy? I would be hard-pressed to pick between Marrowism, Verminism, and Gourmandism. Pretty much great. I've got to add the dice rolling tray. That's a 3. Desperate Strike. Desperate Strike's my favourite one from this starting one. Okay, our collective cognition is not at 11, so we gain a Lumi. You are alone. All that matters is your survival. Adapt to survive. Cool. So we have selfish, we have that there. I definitely need to figure out a better way to do those. Cool. So that's first meal done. We did not gain a love juice, so we're not going to be triggering birth this year. That's always bad for me because I want to get the thingy survival of the fittest as quick as possible. Monster bone, monster organ, those are Froggo ones. Perfect bone, skull, question marks, monster bone, monster organ, elastic tongue, ironclad spine, Froggo. Ironclad spine, elastic tongue, waxydermis, tatty hide, supple nose. Well, that was a very large amount of fun, friends. I hope you enjoyed that little play, that little experience. I won't be streaming the next one because next time I stream will be Sunday morning. We'll probably be starting my painting red video. But yeah, I've got a fair bit to ponder now, pun not intended, how we approach this settlement phase with only one endeavour. The correct choice is probably just to build the weaponsmith. So we've got a lot of bones, and I've got no weapons. So we kind of need weapons. But then we got a lot of hide, which we can use for armour. So do we just go that and then try and tank through it? It's going to be a rough fight without survival of the fittest. I think it's got to be weapons. Yeah, I can't see any way to get around that. It's got to be the bonesmith. Got to be innovate. If I had two, I would innovate on one of them. Absolutely. Dash, it brings back in. Yeah, that +1 damage, even on a prologue, it's just devastating. It's absolutely devastating. All right. Good session, friends. Hope you enjoyed. We will be back again to play another game soon, and I'll fix up this camera situation so that I get a better view of the Showdown board, just so we get a little bit more of the Showdown board, and maybe try and switch it so it's not quite that yellowy looking. And what else I want to do? Yeah, the dice tray. I want to have a dice tray that I can just switch between cameras so that you can see it in all of the shots would be good. Everything else was okay though. Great. All right, friends. Have a fantastic day. I'll catch you all again soon. Big Dano out.